Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jessica, and today I thought I would share my recipe with you. Well, actually, I'm experimenting with a new recipe. Some time ago, I saw chickpea flour in Lidl, and I thought, why not try to make a banana bread slash cake using chickpea flour instead of regular flour. It's high in protein. I am on my ADF health journey, and so I thought it would be fun to experiment with a healthier recipe with bananas as the main component, especially because I don't want to use regular sugar, so the banana would add the sweetness that I need. So these are my bananas. They are nice and ripe, but I think I'm gonna put them in the oven for a little bit to get them, really soft. So let me do that now. So while my bananas are in the oven, I am going to prepare the dry ingredients. So guys, this is what happens when you don't have any idea of sizes and you purchase something online. So I bought this silicone container for baking on Temu, and I thought it would be like a regular bread size, small bread size container to make the banana bread. It came and it was this baby container, so I won't be able to make it into like the bread shape, so I'll have to use a regular round dish for the banana bread slash cake. Anyway, so the star of the show is this chickpea flour from Lidl, and this has 22 grams of protein per 100 grams and 55 grams of carb. So it has a lot more protein than regular flour, and it's supposed to be healthier. So as you guys know, this is week 6 of the ADF journey, and we've now completed the 6-week ADF challenge. If you have stuck with me, leave it in the comments below. And by this time, I know ADF should be like a lifestyle for you, as it has become for me. I love doing ADF, and I'll be doing ADF until the end of the year. Okay, so that is my commitment. Now is the perfect time. We are 3 months away from the end of the year, and what a difference it could make if you started your journey, for example, right now with me. Anyway, let's get into the recipe. So the recipe I found on Pinterest, which is for a banana slash yogurt cake, and I'm kind of just taking that idea and I'm going to recreate it more or less. So I have the recipe because I'm not making like a huge cake. So it calls for 1 cup of flour. So I'm gonna use 1 cup of chickpea flour. All right, that looks like about it. So I'm taking my 1 cup of chickpea flour. Yep. And I'm just gonna add that. Then it asks for a teaspoon of baking powder. So what was I saying about ADF? Yes, so I finally completed 6 weeks of ADF. In total though, I've been doing ADF for 7 weeks. Okay. After about four weeks, I knew that I would stick to it. I'm just so glad that I started this challenge, because in the beginning, committing took a lot. So yeah, this challenge really helped me to get to the point where I'm now confident that I'll be able to do ADF for the long term. Yeah, so I'm adding some cinnamon here, and I am going to use stevia instead of regular sugar. So the recipe calls for 1/4 cup of sugar, and I'm just going to use the stevia equivalent, which is about a teaspoon, and I'm winging it, so I actually have no idea. Actually, I think I'm going to go with 1/2 teaspoon of stevia in here. Okay, and maybe I should have put that with the bananas, so my bad. I am very obviously very green with baking. I haven't done it in a while, but I'm getting back into it. Yeah, so I'm gonna add a pinch of salt. The recipe says a pinch of salt, so I'm gonna add that. And I have some nutmeg, and I have no idea if this is how you do it, but I am just gonna grate a little nutmeg for flavor. There's some extra, is this a, maybe I'm supposed to crack this? Oh my God. I have no idea. Like, I have no idea how to do this. Like, let me figure it out. Okay, so apparently I should have cracked this open. Oh my God. I have left Jamaica too long. Right, so I'm going to have some shells in my cake, unfortunately. Either way. So this is actually what the nutmeg should look like. I haven't used this in ages. So I'm going to just grate a little bit in here for a little extra flavor. I think that's enough. And I'm just gonna mix that together. I think my banana's all ready. So if you ever have bananas that are not fully ripe, then you could just put them in the oven for a bit, and yeah, they will soften up and you can use them in whatever recipe that you need to use them for baking. So they are nice and extra soft, and I'm using 3 bananas, which I know is a lot, but yeah, mostly for the sweetness. Anyways, if you have been fasting with me these last 6 weeks, or you started after, or maybe even before, I would love to hear about your results in the chat. Like, let me know how is your weight loss progressing. So in terms of my weight loss, my weight is the same. Okay, I haven't lost any weight this week, and one of the main reasons for that is my period came. So usually at that time of the month, I don't really lose any weight. I'm more gain weight. So in all, I have lost, I started out the 6 weeks challenge at 142.6 pounds, and now I am 137.5 pounds, which means I have lost a total of about 6 pounds roughly, if I'm doing the math correctly. As I said, I've been losing about about 1 pound a week. So my first week on ADF, I lost 7.3 pounds. So in total, in 7 weeks, I'd have lost a total of 13 pounds doing ADF. So my goal is to get into the 120s, and I think I should be able to get there by the end of the year. So I am mashing my potatoes, no, my bananas. Okay, and I am going to add 1 egg to this, and yeah, I'm gonna keep going. I hope this turns out well. I will let you guys know, okay? I think I'm gonna start experimenting again with different recipes. Just because, like, I haven't been eating like a lot of processed food, so like cakes and stuff like that I usually enjoy every now and again. But I thought it would be cool if I could, you know, make healthier versions of the things that I really enjoy, such as a banana bread or chocolate chip cookies. So yeah, be experimenting. I need to get the yogurt. So I'm going to add 2 spoons of Greek yogurt. This is 2% fat Greek yogurt. As I said, I am combining the banana bread recipe with a yogurt cake recipe. Don't ask me why. I'm experimenting, okay? Yeah. So that is that, and I hope it is sweet enough. So now I'm going to add the flour, which has a bit of shells, but oh well. My flour mixture, well, this is chickpea flour. Okay, I'm gonna incorporate that a little bit at a time. Make sure my oven is ready. Oh, I am missing an ingredient. Guys, this is, I'm really bad at this. I need to add some olive oil. But if you are going to try this recipe, you can add whatever oil that you have. But I use olive oil, so I'm going to add a tablespoon of olive oil. I should have added this like before, but I forgot. Bear with me. Right, so I was saying that I haven't lost any weight this week, which is completely fine. It's that time of the month, and if you are a woman, then you know how it is during that time. Yeah, but ADF has become such a part of my life right now, such a lifestyle. I really enjoy my fast days. I enjoy my feast days. And yeah, I don't see a problem really with doing ADF. One thing I did note this week, however, is that I was a lot hungrier than usual, which is normal. During that time of the month, it's absolutely normal for the cravings to go up and for you to actually eat more. So I did actually eat a lot more food on my feast days this week, which I absolutely recommend that you do also. One. 1, So I have just chopped up some chocolate. I bought this in Mercadona. I was craving chocolate this week, yeah, the day before my period came. And it's not the healthiest, but I was craving it, so I got it and I had a few. So I think I'm just gonna add this on top for a little extra flavor, and I'm just using like 2 squares. Yeah, here 2 squares chopped up. So this is looking quite not the best texture. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. It's not very sweet. I think I'm going to add just a little bit more oil because I don't want it to be dry. So I think I'm just gonna add another teaspoon of olive oil and hope for the best. Yeah, so this journey of ADF is really not about perfection. It's about doing the best. It's showing up every day basically and doing what it is that you need to do for that day. And so yeah, like I was saying, I was craving a lot of food this week, which is completely normal. And so I ate more. I didn't even measure anything. I just ate until I was fully satiated, and that's fine because that's what my body needed at the time. Okay, so in the luteal phase, which is the 10 days before your period, your body will start craving more carbs. And so for example, this week I did eat a lot more carbs because I was craving a lot more carbs, which is completely fine. So just remember that you should give your body what it needs, especially as a woman, as you go through the different phases of your cycle. Give your body what it needs during that time, because remember, you're fasting one day and you're only eating 3 or 4 times for the week. So before your menstrual cycle begins, you want to make sure that you're taking in enough nutrients to give your body the energy that it needs to shed to shed the lining of your uterus. Okay, so I was going to use a round dish, but I think I'm just going to use this for a small cake. And I also bought this, which is like for cupcakes. This is fine. This size is fine. This ridiculous. So I think I'm just going to use them both and see what happens. Let's spray this with a little bit of olive oil. I don't know if it's gonna stick or not, so just, I hope not. I mean, it is silicone. Let's see. Maybe I don't want to fill it up because I don't know how much this is going to rise. I've never used chickpea flour before, so I have no idea if it's going to behave this similar to regular flour or anything. As I said, I am just experimenting and I have no idea if this is gonna rise a lot, so I'm not going to, I don't want to fill it up too much, even though it looks like it could hold. I don't think I'm gonna put any more into it because anyway, let's get this cleaned up. So give your body what it needs, and yeah, as long as you stick to your consistent schedule, then you should be okay and you should continue to lose weight. Let me know If you've had any adverse effects of fasting while you're on your period, this week, for example, I was very weak. I didn't do much in the gym. Most days I would just walk on the incline treadmill because I just didn't have a lot of energy to work out, like lift weights really hard. So I only lifted weight once this week, which is okay. Next week I'll be back to my hard work. So let me know, according to Dr. Mindy, once your period starts, that's when you should have lots of energy. And I suppose because I have PCOS, that maybe my hormones are not quite balanced. So when my period starts, I literally have no energy at all. The days leading up to my period and the first 2 to 3 days of my period, I actually have no energy. So yeah, we'll see if as I continue to fast, if my hormones will even out, you know, will balance out again. I hope they do. Dr. Mindy, she doesn't recommend that you fast the 10 days leading up to your period. But I'm not doing that. I'm fasting all month. So I will probably start practicing that once I get into my maintenance phase of my weight. But until then, I'm just going to fast. Okay, so there we have it. Chickpea banana cake slash bread slash muffins. This is all experimental. I am no professional, obviously. And I'll let you guys know how it all turns out. I'm gonna show you in a bit. Give me a second. So this is what it looks like going into the oven. All right, and 3 muffins. I'm just gonna add some water in the other parts, in the other spaces, and let's hope it comes out well. I'll show you guys what it looks like. Yeah, so thank you for joining me here, and I'll show you what the cake looks like when it finishes. Welcome back. So the cake is finished. Cupcake slash cake slash banana bread is finished, and as you can see, it is it's looking lovely actually, but it is a bit dry, so I'm gonna have to experiment with that. Maybe I'll add a bit more oil. This is pretty much how it came out. It does taste good. I just tasted it. It tastes good. As I said, a bit dry, but with a cup of milk, all is good. Anyway guys, that's it for the video this week. If you like this type of video with me experimenting with creating healthy recipes, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week for another video. Bye.